Hello. So, join me today as I unbox and review probably one of the best mid-range phones out in the market today. That will be the Huawei Nova 3i. Okay? So, before anything else, if you like this video, please put a thumbs up and please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you for sticking around. So, ngayon, ito yung box ng ating Huawei Nova 3i. Okay? So, plain white lang siya. Actually, not necessarily plain, pero ito yung side, Huawei Nova 3i. Ito yung top, yung logo ng Huawei. Ito yung other side. And yung specs niya is nasa ilalim. So this one that I got is the Iris Purple model. It has 128 gigabytes of ROM and 4 gigabytes of RAM. Okay, there. So buksan natin. Tada! Tada! So, ito na yung ating phone. Okay. Ganda lang color niya. Side natin muna. So, ano yung context ng box? So, what's in the box? We have this. So, anong naman ito? We have the SIM ejector. Mabilis raw mawala yan. So, in case na mawala yan, ang ginagawa ko ay gumagamit ako ng toothpick or a needle, your other side ng needle. You have your quick start guide, the manuals. I think the warranty card is also here. And meron siyang free case and screen protector. Yung case, I think this is a transparent jelly case. Yep, transparent jelly case. Let's put it on the side. What else in the box? We have the USB connector, the charging adapter, and the headset. So yung headset niya medyo pang malaki butas ng tenga. Although nasubukan ko to sa store kanina, medyo maganda naman. Maganda yung tunog. Pero yun nga, pagka ganito kasing headset ko, madaling nadalaglag eh. Okay? Wow. You just gotta admire that beauty. Ang ganda niya. Actually, sa sobrang ganda niya, parang ayoko na siya ilagay sa case. It really feels very premium. Now, this is just a mid-range phone, but the build quality and the materials that were used, mukha siyang premium product. Okay? So, ito yung harap ng phone. You have the two cameras in the front. So wala siyang dedicated home button dito. Sa side, you have the SIM tray. At the top, meron mic. And then sa kabila, you have the power and the volume rocker. At the bottom, you have the jack, the micro USB, and the speakers. At the back, of course, you have the fingerprint sensors and the two rear camera. So let's start it up. Huawei. So this is the phone now. Again, this phone retails right now for 15,990 pesos. So that is considered a mid-range price. It was announced last July 2018, so medyo bago pa. This is a predecessor of the previously successful Huawei product of Nova 2i. So maraming nag-aabang dito, and they had high hopes and high expectations for this particular phone. The display, as you can see, it's a full screen display. This measures at 6.3 inches. This is an IPS screen, so maganda yung mga viewing angles niya. It has an 82.2% screen to body ratio, so medyo manipis yung kanyang mga gilid. The resolution of the screen is 1080 by 2340 pixels, and that has around 409 pixel per inch density. The OS for this is an Android 8.1 Oreo with MIU 8.2 UI, which is for Huawei products. Now, the processor of this is the high silicon Kirin 710. It has an octa-core, so meron siyang apat na 2.2 GHz and apat na 1.7 GHz. The GPU is a Mali 651 MP4, and as I mentioned earlier, nasa box, meron siyang 4 GB of RAM and 128 GB of ROM. Having that actually puts this as one of the phones with the highest memory in that price range. Wala ka halos makikita na 128 GB of ROM. However, the problem is that the SIM tray is a hybrid SIM tray. So that means you have an option to, the SIM 1 is of course your SIM 1, but the SIM 2, that would be either an option of your SIM 2 or a memory card. So if you will be putting a memory card here, which can hold up to 256 gigabytes, you'd be sacrificing the SIM 2. Or else, you could put SIM 2 pero wala kang memory card. Although again, the 128 gigabytes is a lot of space. With all the pre-installed apps, the OS, it leaves you around 100 and plus gigabytes. So still a lot of space. So for me, personally, I don't think I'll be able to max that out. So for me, ample naman yung 128. And of course, if max out man yun, I can transfer to OTG, or I can transfer Google Drive, or I could probably take out the SIM 2 and then insert memory card temporarily to transfer files. The camera, for the rear, so you have two cameras. So one of which is a 16 megapixel camera, and the other one is a 2 megapixel camera. The 2 megapixel is just there for a depth sensor. So for mga bokeh effect whenever you're taking pictures. Now for the front camera, it has a higher megapixel. That's a 24 megapixel camera with again another 2 megapixel for depth. For the rear camera, you can actually shoot HDR, panorama. For video, you can actually do 1080 at 30 FPS. You also have an LED flash sa likod. And then front, you can also do video na hanggang 1080p with 30 FPS. Now the battery for this camera, no sorry, for the battery for this cell phone is only at 3,340 milliamperes. It's actually a non-removable lithium-ion battery. First impressions, pros and things that I like with this phone. Again, the aesthetics, itsura niya. It looks like a premium build, premium quality, similar to some flagship phones. And again, ano lang to, mid-range in terms of price, mid-range lang siya. The price is very competitive. For 15,999 you get this. The large ROM, 128 gig, it's one of the biggest on that uh, price range. And the display, I like the display. It's big, it's nice. Things that I don't like, or probably something that could have made it better. There's no dedicated micro SD slot. That's one thing. Wala siyang image stabilization. So when you're shooting video, medyo magulo, makakahilo minsan. And some of the people actually was looking for a USB Type-C. Wala siya. So although I don't think those things would really break the deal, I think still a good phone, a good price. So so far I think it would be a great experience. Okay, so thank you for watching.